three types are. One is the Greater Himalaya, another one is the Himachal, and another one is the Shivali. First we discuss about the Greater Himalayas. The Greater Himalaya also called Himadri. What is Himadri? Greater Himalaya is also called Himadri. The Greater Himalaya is the northern side, the most northern side of the Himalaya. You see, these are the Himalayas. For example, these are the Himalayas. So more the north side, the most north side is called the Greater Himalayas, right? Greater Himalayas. These Greater Himalayas, they always covered with the ice. This always covered with the ice. You can see this Himalayas, the most of the peaks is only covered with this Himalaya. This Himalaya, Himadri. We can see the Mount Everest. You can see Kanchanjunga. We can see the Dhaulagiri, Namcha Barwa, Annapurna. These are the highest peaks. These are the highest peaks in the world. These are the highest peaks in the world. These are the highest peaks covered within the only the Greater Himalayas. These are covered in the only the Greater Himalayas. All those highest peaks. Next is always covered with the snow. Always covered with the snow. When the Himalayas, where the place is always covered with the snow, then what will happen? The one time in that time it will form the glacier. It will form the glacier. What is mean by glacier? The huge mass of the ice. Huge mass of the ice will move like a river. The movement of the huge mass of ice move like a river. This is called glacier. You see, this is all of the ice. This is all of the ice. This moves like a river. This moves like a river. River in the sense don't confuse it to flow like a water. It flow like a water. It will move 1 meter or 2 meters to 3 meters per day. These are called the glaciers. So most of them you can see the Siachen glacier, all those things you can see the here. When these Himalayas, in the Greater Himalayas, also the originated many perennial rivers. Due to the glacier, automatically the rivers will be originate. We see the perennial rivers like Ganga, Indus River, and Brahmaputra. Ganga, Indus, and Brahmaputra river. What is mean by perennial river? The perennial means it's a flow throughout a year. Why? Because when it comes to summer, when it comes to winter, when it comes to the rainy season, no matter what season is there, it rivers flows always. Why? Because always covered with the ice with the glacier. These rivers are originated in the glacier, so that's why these are the always rivers will be flow. In this Greater Himalayas, you can see the Himadri. The peak average, the average elevation is 6,100 meters. The average elevation is 6,100 meters. You might be some mountains are below 600. Most of the mountains are above the 600. So the most of the here form the world the peaks mountain for the Mount Everest. You see the Mount Everest in the Nepal is the height 8848 meters. What now? 8848 meters. This is the Kanchanjunga in Sikkim. So these are the most peaks covered in this Greater Himalaya. We also understand the Himadri. So next Himalaya is the Himachal. This Himachal we can also lower Himalayas or middle Himalayas. In Himachal, we can also another name is lower Himalaya and the middle Himalayas. Well, why? Because this is the Himachal. The Himachal is the middle part of the Himalayas. Is the central part of the Himalayas. We can say the central part of the Himalayas. Is the Himalayas in Himachal elevations is the 3,500 to 4,500 meters. Is the elevation, is the height, is the 3,500 to the 4,500 meters. These Himalayas, Greater Himalayas are the famous for the mountain, the highest peaks. When it comes to the Himachal, these Himachal are the only the special with the hill station. These are the special with the hill station. Do you know the hill station? When it comes to the summer, most of the families, most of the affordable always they will move to the hill station. Why? Because there is a very cool location. We can see the Ooty, right. When it comes to the Kulu Manali, Mussoorie, Simla, Ranikhet, these all are the hill stations. These all are the Darjeeling. These all are the hill stations. Why? Because there are the elevation. The elevation is very high. So that's why they fall in the very cool in the summer. You can see when the height will increase, the temperature automatically increase. When the elevation is increased, the temperature automatically decrease. So that's why this Himachal, this is the lower and middle Himalayas, the famous for the hill station like Mussoorie, Simla, Ranikhet, all those things. Not only this, also is famous for the ranges. This is famous for the ranges. One of the main Pir Panjal ranges and Mahabharat ranges is the Pir Panjal ranges located in the Jammu and Kashmir. Mahabharat ranges located in the Nepal. In the most the longest and the important ranges in the Kashmir. These are the located in the Himachal. These all are located in the Himalayas. Next comes to the Shivalik and the last one. When it comes to the Shivalik, we also outer Himalayas. In the Shivalik, we also call outer Himalayas. This is the last Himalaya. The most south part of the Himalayas. This most south part of the Himalayas we call the Shivalik. This Shivalik this elevation is the Shivalik 600 meters to 1500 meters. 600 meters to 1500 meters. It is full with the lakes and the valleys. Why? Because the rivers created in the Himachal Greater Himalayas. The rivers originated in the Greater Himalayas. When it flows to the rivers, it comes along with the rock and sleet. So these are the rugged rocks. When it moves the Himalaya rivers in the main land, it will be created the many lakes. These are the very beautiful valleys for them. You can see the Kashmir Valley. We heard in the Kashmir Valley we fought the terrorist attack and we killed some 4 terrorists. All those things. Those are this formed in the Shivalik ranges. Those are very beautiful valleys, but due to some government mistakes, not only this government, previous government mistake, they will form created the terrorists that will be affected day by day daily life in our Javans. So these are the lakes and the valleys created in the Shivalik. These are the rugged rocks and the dunes. The dunes means between the Himachal and the Shivalik. Between the Himachal and the Shivalik there is a valley formed. This is called dunes. The dunes are created between the Himachal and the Shivalik ranges. Dunes are between Himalayas and Shivalik ranges is called dunes. This is called dunes. Dehra Dune, Hati Dune, Kutti Dune. These all kind of the dunes were created in the between the Himachal and the Shivalik. You see, this is the Greater Himalaya. This is the Himachal and these are the Shivalik. These are all the continuous ranges. So between this is created automatically valley. This is automatically created the valleys. These automatically created valleys. The dunes were formed here. So between the Himachal and the Shivalik, dunes are formed here. So and these are the external boundary and the hairpin belt. See these Shivaliks we call it the 7 systems. These Shivaliks we call the 7 systems. What we say? The Himalayas are located Jammu and Kashmir to the Arunachal Pradesh. But when it comes to the Shivalik as created is the hairpin band. Like in the mode, these are the 7 systems we can use them. The Shivalik almost moved like the hair band this side. These all are what we call the Purvanchal. About the Purvanchal we have discussed very clearly. So Purvanchal Himalayas. The Purvanchal Himalayas is located in the most eastern side. We call the 7 systems, right? Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Mizoram, Manipur. These all are Meghalaya. These all are covered with the Purvanchal. We are covered with the Purvanchal. We call it the Himalayas. Purvanchal Himalayas. This looks like a band. Look like a hairpin band. This looks like a hairpin band. Why? Because the Himalayas are always arched shape. But when it comes to the eastern comes to the eastern side, they move like a A-pin band. Move like a A-pin band. This shape. So this is Purvanchal. The Purvanchal have the different names in the different state. Different name in the different state. The Patkai. The Patkai Hills. The Patkai Hills is the Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. In the Himalayas, Purvanchal Himalayas, Bengal. The Patkai Hills in the Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. And Naga Hills in Nagaland. Naga Hills in Nagaland. Mani Hills in Manipur. Mizo Hills in Mizoram. This is not only this, the Garo, Kashi, Jantia, these all are in the different names called in the different states. The Garo, Kashi, Jantia, these all are in the Meghalaya. So these are the Purvanchal. So what is the benefit? What is the benefit of the Himalayas? The starting we said is the lifeline of the India. Why? Because the Indian economy, the most of the today now, I mean we are in 2021, but still today we are depending on the 70% of the economy in the agriculture sector. 70% economy depending the agriculture sector. In agriculture sector we need water. We need water. Due to the rivers we need dams. So the Himalayas, most of the Himalayas are the originated rivers in the Himalayas. These are the perennial rivers throughout, not only Ganga, Indus, Brahmaputra, the Teesta, Ramganga, Kash, these all are the many rivers that originated in the Himalayas. These are the lifeline of the agriculture sector. This is the Himalayas. This is the number one and very most benefit. And Himalayas also influence the India's climate. Why? Because these are the barrier of the protecting from the cold winds. This sea is the India. This is located India. For example, this is the India, right? India. Himalayas are also covered. So you can see this area all is the Siberia. This is the Siberia and Russia. This is all of it. From the Central Asia, the very cool winds are blown towards to the south side. From the center to blows towards the south side. When this is the cool air without the Himalayas, you can imagine if Himalayas wouldn't be here, what will happen? All these areas, these all are the we can call the Indo-Gangetic plain. It also the covered with this cool air. When they cover with the cool air, these are the most fertile land will be blow away. This fertile land will be blow away. Is also covered with the kind of the ice. You can see the Siberia and Russia. Always it is the most of the very lowest temperature. It is very lowest temperature on the air. If the Himalayas wouldn't be here, this fertile land will be the covered with the ice. In most of the is here Vindhya and Satpura mountains. India and Satpura mountains, they will be the protect for the South India. So without Himalayas, the fertile land of the Indo-Gangetic plain will be collapsed. There will be no fertile land. So that's why when we don't have the fertile land, we couldn't be the growing the agriculture very prosperous. So in the Himalayas also cause sometimes summer rains also. Why? Because in the summer time Himalayas very cool. Now no water in this season, they are always cool. And the sleet. This sleet, why? Because when the originated rivers move to the Indian lands, move to the mainland, this also come with they came along with the sleet and the rocks. When the rivers come with the sleet and the rocks, the sleet are the fertile to the land. Sleet are fertile to the land. Where the rivers will flow, this river will cover with this land. We can call it the deltas. In almost each and every river create delta. These areas, this is the river, these are the deltas. This delta land is always very fertile land. Why? Because moving the rivers, they came along with the same current of these are the fertile land. So created fertile land, it will be very helpful to our agriculture. So I hope you understand what the Himalayas, what are the types Himalayas, and what are the benefit of the Himalayas, what are the Purvanchal. Almost we covered is the Himalayas. This is our first and the main division is the Himalayas. I hope you